Good morning. It's 4 something in the morning and I'm on my way to the gym. And if you're wondering why would you be going to the gym at 4 something in the morning? That's a really great question. It was a goal of mine this year to start posting content and try to be like a content creator and stuff because I don't know, I'm tired of working my 9 to 5 and I feel like I have something of value to contribute. But I also have crippling anxiety when recording in public. Um, so I've tried to record in the gym. I've done it a couple times, but really, like 95% of the stuff I've filmed in the gym has been super, super early or super, super late when the gym is like as empty as it can possibly be. And today I have work and I get off at like 4 or 5. So then the only time I can go to the gym is after 5, which is the most busy time that it is. Like, it's the busiest time of the day. Or I have to wait super, super late, which I can't do because I have to wake up at 5 normally for work because I work at 6. So here I am at 4ish on my way to the gym, kind of just crossing my fingers and hoping that it will be empty. I used to go to 24-hour. I mean, I still do sometimes, but I used to go to 24-hour and I've woken up at every time possible to try and catch the gym when it's empty. That gym is never empty. I mean, I'm sure that's why those people signed up because they like to go at obscure hours but I've been to that gym at any time of the day, you name it. It's always full. Like at 4 in the morning, it's usually emptier, but it's still not nearly, like, it's still not empty. So I decided to try a new gym. Maybe that one's empty at 4 in the morning. My fear is that other people are also going to go before work, which, if that's the case, I might have just woken up early for no reason because if there are people at the gym, I'm probably not going to film myself, which was the whole point of waking up an hour and a half earlier than I normally do. But whatever. Um, we'll just see. Also, if anyone's wondering, like, you said it was your New Year's resolution and it's October. Like, why are you posting your first video in October? Um, well, this is actually my fourth video, if you don't include shorts. But it's for that exact reason because I have crippling anxiety and I cannot film anything. A lot of the workout video ideas that I had require me to go to the park or the gym or a CrossFit place. And I just can't do it because one, I'm still learning myself. Um, so I feel like most of the people who film themselves are already, I don't want to call them professionals, but they're extremely experienced in what they do. They're people who've been going to the gym for forever and they already have all these muscles and they know exactly what they're doing. Like, I don't. I know it's probably like, why are you trying to teach if you don't fully know? But I know some things and I kind of also just wanted to show like what works for me. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's the proper way or best way to do things, but I have taught myself a lot of skills before I even knew what these skills were. It was kind of just me looking at other people and saying, hey, that looks cool. I want to try that. Or just like messing around in my house when I was bored, like in a kid. And then I got sick. So I was really strong, I feel like, in hindsight for my age and for never having any like professional proper training. But then I got sick and I lost all my muscle mass and completely started from like square one in terms of my fitness. And so I've slowly been like working out again, But now I have learned what calisthenics is. I learned what these skills are called, and I've had some guidance from people. So now I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I'm relearning everything with more knowledge than I had before. So I don't have all the strength and all the skills yet, but I had them once upon a time. And I guess I just was like, well, instead of waiting until I am that strong to film a video of me doing this skill and then posting it, I was like, why don't I just record my fitness journey? Because a lot of people do that, you know? And for a long time, I was like, why would you do that? Like, who's gonna watch it? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about a random person on the internet who nobody knows and their fitness journey. But I've realized like the main key indicator of the people who are successful are the people who are just consistent and post like every day. And I started seeing this guy, Sam Selleck. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Everybody knows that he like went viral and became like a meme and stuff. Um, but I watched his videos and I was like, this guy is literally just talking about his workouts and then working out. Again, he's super big and I'm sure he has been working out for a long time and knows what he's doing way more than I do. I'm more of like a noob. But still, my point is, I didn't think that that was something anyone would ever want to watch. And I know he's like on a different level or caliber than I am. But, you know, I'll only be a noob for so long. So hopefully, this can just be like a document to refer back to be like, wow, look how weak Rebecca was however long ago. And if I'm just consistent every single day, then I'll have something to show for it one day. That's the goal, right? Okay. Just wanted to explain why I am recording when it's dark and why I took so long to start posting. Not that anyone was waiting for me to post, so I don't know why. I guess I'm explaining it to myself more. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I will see you at the gym. Or maybe this will cut to me like at home or something because the gym was full. See? Okay, I made it. And guess what? There's a lot of people here. I was not expecting there to be this many people here. I mean, given it's like 5 something now, so I guess that's a normal time for very productive people to go to the gym, but I was expecting there to be like 4 or 5 people. There's not. Can you see them? So, I have like one of 3 options right now. I can just try and get over the embarrassment of filming myself in public because that's what content creators do, right? Like that's in their job description. It's like, all right, well, you gotta get content, so you gotta be okay with that. Or I can not do that and just skip my workout in this morning and just go to like a park or something that's hopefully empty later in the day. Or I can just give up on this filming in public thing and just film at my house. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. So, why? Why don't you have lives? Don't you sleep? I'm very tired. And there are people just doing cardio and everything. So annoyed.
I want to say maybe after like 10-20 minutes, I finally hyped myself up enough to come inside and set up my camera, but then I realized I left my mic in my car, so I'm just going to do a voiceover to explain my workout. So I was told before you can do a muscle up, you have to have at least 10 pull-ups, which I recently achieved, but whoever said that is a big liar because I still can't muscle up. So my game plan was to just go for assisted muscle ups as much as I can and then decrease the assist until I just don't need them anymore. So this was my first attempt with one pretty heavy band. I think this is like 20 or 30 pounds assistance. And as you can see, I'm just getting stuck and I'm pulling as hard as I can, but when I get to the top, it's just not working. So I felt a little defeated here because this was like one of my heaviest bands and I still couldn't do it. But I just added another band and decided that should work. And with the second band, it was actually pretty easy, probably because there was virtually no weight to lift for the pull up and it was all in the dip, which is why as soon as I get over, you can see me start to struggle. But it's good because this kind of showed me that an issue I've been having is more in my dip strength than my pull strength, and also a little bit of my form. So when you take the pulling strength out of it, it's pretty easy, but the barrier of entry makes it hard to focus on everything else. So I just did every set until exhaustion, but ideally when these get better, I'll do them up to like 8 to 10 reps per set. So after I realized my head was out of frame and I fixed the camera, I came back in and I did significantly less reps than the first time. I also struggled to get into these bands, so just word of advice, I fix it later, but you don't want to put the resistance bands side by side like this because then it's hard to center yourself. But here I think I did about 2 to 4 reps, and then you can already start to see me dying and really struggling here. But as you can see, it's all in the dip strength. Like the pull is not the hard part. It's just that last bit. So it's good to just do these until exhaustion and then come back, reevaluate, and figure out, okay, what am I doing wrong? And if I'm not doing anything wrong, then, just focus on your areas of weakness. So for me, I'm like, okay, I got to kill my triceps for the next week or two so that every part of this movement can be easy, because right now only the beginning is easy and the second part is hard, and I don't like that. So by the third set, I was pretty exhausted. The band got caught in like my sweatpants and I got really embarrassed. So I was like, let me not get pantsed in the middle of a set. So I just took them off. But I couldn't get up for the life of me. So I decided to do a reset, and something that I said already but is really important is that I think my form is lacking in muscle ups since I'm not used to doing them. So I just started doing pull-ups as high as I possibly could to make sure that I was giving my chest enough space to get over the bar. And when I did that and took a bit of a breather, then I was able to finally get back up. So it's fine when you're learning how to do muscle ups to kind of like reset when you need to and then get back into it. And that's kind of what I did here. Obviously, I was still really tired, so I did not get as many reps out as I wanted to, but it was a good effort, so I did my best. So I really didn't plan my workout too well before this, but I realized I did need to work on my pushing strength, so I just decided to rep out as many push-ups as I could. And I just did 4 sets of 12 to 15 push-ups because that's when I started to get fatigued. I didn't record every set here because I recorded some of them vertical to post on TikTok, but I mean, you don't need to see 4 sets of push-ups, so I'll just run you through the ones that I did record. So the way I like to superset push-ups is, you see those breaks that I'm taking in between? That's what I don't really like to do, but doing push-ups sucks. It's an extremely tiring and fatiguing workout, so usually when I start to see myself pause is when I try to just keep going and rep them out till the end. And in my last 2 to 3 sets of it, once I start feeling like, okay, I just can't do anymore, I like to either do negatives at the end or do them as slow as possible, and that's how I finish my last 2 to 3 reps. Yeah, I'm like dying here and I'm taking much longer breaks than I would like to. I'm trying to be explosive because that's what you need in a muscle up, but I'm not having fun here. So here's that very last stretch where I'm like, okay, I'm dying. So I'm just gonna go super, super, super slow. And okay, I'm done. I'm dead. So, pretty much with any skill that I try to learn, I think the best way to practice it is to dissect every movement and every part and work on it individually. This is the reason I don't like filming myself in public, because I don't fully know how to do stuff, and people probably looked at me and were like, what the heck is that girl doing? But essentially, the part that I have trouble with are the last 2 elements, which is getting up and over the bar from an angle, and then also the straight bar dips. So doing it on a low dip bar like this takes away the pulling part, because you just kind of throw yourself up with your legs, and it focuses on that last up and over part with your arms. So I don't know the name of this workout, and I'm sorry that I don't know the names to a lot of the workouts I do, because I don't want to say I invented them, but it's really kind of just stuff I make up by either breaking the skill down or maybe seeing something similar and putting my spin on it, or maybe it's just a workout that exists and I just have never heard of it. But I like to end my muscle up workouts with those jump ones and then straight bar dips, and then that's about it. And that's my whole workout. So thank you for watching, and I will work on another skill tomorrow. I just realized that I recorded that whole thing without filling my eyebrow in. That's embarrassing.